to the House of Petty.
Hey, what's up?
Got the King
Y'all
Diamond.
already know. Y'all already know what it is. When I pop up, it's always big smiles. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got going on? Yeah.
My bad. Those of you that are new to this channel, like, share, and subscribe. Those of you who are pretty much a part of the whole House of Petty family, you know what to do. Go ahead and share the video and whatnot. That's what I'm about to do right now.
Yeah.
Sharing it out to the Facebook world right now. But
for sure. That's the thing. I don't know how to do that. Otherwise, I would have been. I would have been doing that.
But how's your day going, Darren?
Oh, it's going, man, pretty smooth today. I got some good stuff going on with work and all of that. So everything is pretty peachy so far. No complaints. My girl laying in the bed, her booty's still fat, and I'm okay with that. You feel me?
No doubt.
We got some good food on the way. I'm gonna roll up some good old weed so we can dive right into some of these topics real quick. And let's get it, man.
I'm just gonna send
Been a while since I've been on here, man. I missed the House of Petty, man. I've been on Zoom calls for a long time. I'm like, man, when we gonna get the podcast rolling again?
Yo, it's just been crazy work wise, man. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Staying busy.
Oh yeah, man. You got to get your sleep, man. You got to get your sleep. Even men need their beauty sleep, man. You know, because we, you know what I'm saying. We gotta be all right. You know, we gotta be. You know what I mean? We gotta be straight when we get. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Big Mike say, "Yo, look, y'all. I gotta go to sleep. Goddammit. I be tired."
Yeah, I really do sometimes though. Sometimes I be getting home and I'm just like, yo, like I just want to knock the fuck out.
Hey, I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you not one bit. Okay, oh, my bad. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. I want to make sure I do that. 2022 NBA champions, Steph Curry, his first Finals MVP. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations to the city of San Francisco. I know y'all happy. Their parade was today.
Congrats.
I wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, congrats to Steph Curry, but I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping both teams would lose.
I'm gonna be honest, between the two teams, I think I hate Boston more.
I mean,
even though Steph Curry done been in the way of my boy LeBron winning about 3 or 4 championships, but I would much rather see him win than the fucking Celtics. I hate Boston.
Yo, no shade to my brother Roy, but I mean, a lot of people do hate Boston. Yeah,
I hate Boston.
But one thing that we did this weekend, we actually went to the Latex ball out here in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna front that shit was lit.
Yeah, it was.
That shit was lit. Like the one main standout for me was we got to see Junior LaBeija, who was the MC from that documentary Paris is Burning. So yeah, so for anybody that's seen Paris is Burning, they all know Junior LaBeija, the one that's like opulence. Like, yeah. But yeah, so we got to see him receive an award. There were a bunch of other people that got to receive awards, like a few of the extravaganzas, but the Miyake Mugler family, like the house of Miyake Mugler, that house took home like mad awards. It was like they took over that fucking ball.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah. That ass, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man, it'd be like that. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said yesterday, my daughter went to a ball, and she actually won. She won her category. She won a trophy. She won a couple, some money. Yes. Okay. I'm working on it now, as we speak. But yeah, she went to a ball. She won. I'm not really big ballroom guy. It's not my scene, not my space. To each his own, though. But yeah, man, I think that anytime that you go into a space like that and you can win, because I'm gonna talk about in sports. They talk about hostile environments, right? And being able to go into a hostile environment and win a trophy or win anything. And for my daughter to went into a pretty hostile environment, because I don't care if you at home in your home city or if you go on the road to go to a ball, it's a pretty hostile environment due to how critical they are, of the people who perform and stuff in the events. And for her to be able to do that is something to be said, especially as a young 21-year-old girl, 22-year-old girl, to be able to go into that setting around these really, really critical people and people who criticize you and critique you in some of the worst ways. Like I said, it's a very, very, very hostile environment and a hostile place to be ridiculed and judged. And for her to go out there and do that shit, I wanted to make sure I shout out my daughter, Jay Dior. Congratulations, and I'm proud of you. And I'm also proud of how you handled yourself like a woman last night. And in spite of all of the drama, I'm going to dig into that in a little bit. But in the meantime, I want to let y'all get back to, the latex ball.
Yeah, no, she's in the house of Dior.
I don't think that she's actually in the house just yet. She just kind of went and walked the category and she won. So because sometimes I guess if you a new face, you really ain't got no house or nothing. You just kind of get out there and you go to work.
No, yeah, you start out as what's called like a 007, like
yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to her though. She she's doing her thing. But now that she won a category, most likely there's going to be houses trying to bid for her, though.
Sure. Appreciate you. You too. How much?
Yeah, but not so. While we was there, like I said, like we noticed, it was big production and everything like that. What I did notice also is it's not what the old school balls were, you know what I mean? Like it's very gentrified now. Like it's a lot of, I guess you could say, visitors that are coming through, tourists.
Mm-hmm.
And for a fact, they ain't really part of the ballroom scene. They just standing around trying to observe.
Oh yeah, for sure. You traditionally you could tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You just look and watch. And you can tell which ones are tourists and which ones really here because they do this shit. Like I said, I've only ever been to one ball in my life, and I was pretty good at being able to pick apart who was there to perform and who was there just to kind of spectate and watch.
Yeah, I got to view the balls virtually during the pandemic a lot too, so I got to see what some of the smaller balls look like, and then some of the larger venues and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I've also seen a lot of videos of the old school balls and everything. And I'll be honest, I think the old school is definitely better. But I mean, the way they did the production on the latex ball, they was not dropping anything. And it was like they were like, we're gonna cover everything we need to cover.
Right, no doubt. In other words, they did a pretty good job with their production.
Yeah. Yo, they had one thing where they had some people can get on that little stand, and they have the camera that spins around. So it's they can kind of put it on there and show off who's there and everything.
Yeah,
for sure. I will say this: one thing I have been kind of back and forth about is pride in Cincinnati. Because at first I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't want to be a part of it. No, I don't want to go. I haven't chopped it up with my dad. He's making me think that I want to go because he's going to be there.
Okay.
It's going to be I don't know if y'all familiar with the I don't care for the show or the people in it, but whatever.
Which one?
Bad Boys Club.
Bad Boys Club? I haven't seen. I've seen Bad Girls Club.
Right. But y'all familiar with the show, just the name at the very least.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this personality from Bad Boys Club is going to be in Cincinnati. The name is Gutter.
I've heard of it.
I don't know if y'all are familiar with that person or that personality. I would rather call Gutter more of a personality. Probably the loudest personality on the in the entire show, and without question, besides maybe Milan and Jonathan, probably easily the most popular at this point. But my dad is a big fan of all of that kind of stuff. I'm thinking that he wants me to show up down there because that'll be, one of those times I'll get to see him. I've been debating it because, I don't really, me and Chloe, we don't really show up to a lot of gay functions.
I mean,
We've been trying to stay out of the life, if that makes any sense.
yeah, but you got to remember, like a lot of people associate Pride as a gay function, but it's not really a gay function. Like Pride
True.
was originally a riot in New York City, down by where the Stonewall Inn is.
Yeah, and it was something that started. It was a trans woman that started
It
the
was,
Pride
it
Month.
was it was two trans women of color, one Puerto Rican, the other one was black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Marsha P.
Yeah.
Johnson, Leah Rivera. So they're the ones
Oh
that
yeah.
kicked it off, throwing the first high heel, so to speak. But it wasn't just for gay people. It was gay people, trans people, bisexual people.
It was for everybody.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Even now, you go to Pride and you'll see trans girls, you'll see the gay guys, you'll see everything. So I mean, for me, it's just I'm gonna be honest with you. The community has grown to be pretty toxic, and it's not so much that we're trying to stay away from gay people. We're trying to stay away from the toxic shit.
yeah.
It's not even the gay people. I don't have a problem with gay people.
Somebody said
My dad's a gay man. So I don't have a problem with gay people. I found my attraction to trans women going through the gay community. So I have no issue with gay people whatsoever. But the community is very fucking toxic.
agreed.
And I would hate to take her into a toxic environment and have to obviously, sometimes you have to defend your lady and you got to defend your name, and that'll just be bad. So I was kind of thinking no. And we'll see what happens around that time. I still got to the 24th to make the decision, or really to like the 22nd to make a decision. And I don't know.
I mean, just make it based on like what you want to do. Pretty simple, straightforward.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
If you want to go down there, spend time with your lady, your pops, and everything like that, like go do that. But don't make it so this way, like people who have nothing to do with you are keeping you away from doing you.
Right, for sure. Well, I mean, I've been trying to, I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna think some more about it, make a decision before it get too late, because if it get too late, then motherfucker won't be able to buy me no tickets to get into the thing, because I'm not even actually, I don't even believe that nobody will even have to buy me a ticket. I just need to contact one of the bigger faces in the community. His name is MC Ryan. He was like a father to me in the community at one point. I'm connected enough with him where he'll just get me a ticket.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like my dad, like a father figure in the community. So if I want to get in, I won't have to worry about having no money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and neither will she. She'll be fine.
No doubt. But yeah, just one last thing on like the latex ball. Like I do want to give a big shout out to the House of Extravaganza, the House of Ebony, House of Miyake Mugler for doing their thing. The House of La Beja, Juicy Couture. Which other one of those houses is there? There's another house that did pretty good out there. Oh yeah, the House of Nino Orici. And actually the House of Prodigy, because our auntie Nambi, one of her peoples was over there, and he won an award as well.
Yep, auntie should have been there. She should have been there.
Congratulations to all of them, to every house that you just mentioned. And like I said, I don't do ballroom, but I support success. And if you was in that and you were successful last night or at the latex ball or wherever, congratulations to you for winning, and keep on being great.
That part. But to the people that had a fight at the end of the ball,
which we didn't find out until the next morning.
Yeah, because we left right before that. So
lucky. I like to leave right before the shit starts. I don't want to see that mess.
Yeah, we found out the next day that toward the end of the ball, there was a fight that broke out between, I believe it was two Butch Queens.
All the Butch Queens.
Yeah, but
is it? maybe at the balls. But I tell you what, you go to a gay club, it ain't gonna be the gay boys. It ain't gonna be the trans women. It's gonna be them studs.
Yep.
And they're wrecking shit. And they're wrecking shit every single time. They will get the whole damn party shut down because they can't keep it together.
Oh no, yeah, the studs will show out.
Yeah, because see, they all want to show up to the gay functions with a bunch of with cisgender women, and then there's a whole bunch of other studs in there that's shooting shots at their cisgender girlfriends, and it's just like it always turned out to be a mess. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's tough to take my lady to a bar because a lot of people, she's a very, very passable girl, and a lot of people don't even know she's trans. So I took her to a bar in my city one time. We was walking across the street to go get in the car, and I had a dude rub right across the shoulder right in front of me, talking about some sexy. Then I turned back and I turned around and looked at him. Oh, my bad. Yeah, nigga, it is your bad because I could have broke your jaw for that. Not only did you make an inappropriate comment at her, you literally reached out and put your hands on her. You saw her walking with a dude.
Exactly.
That'd be y'all problem. You see a girl walking with a dude and you would try to shoot your shot anyway.
They don't
you
care.
See a girl walking here with her stud girlfriend and y'all try to shoot y'all shot anyway. Y'all don't care. And that's what keep a lot of unnecessary drama going because people don't have no respect. It's all about respect, man.
Exactly.
I mean, you gonna shoot your shot, but damn, have enough respect not to do it while I'm standing there.
But especially
if she gonna give you the number, then cool.
Yeah, but especially some of those cis hetero super straight motherfuckers.
Yeah, them hoes
that want us to be like, oh, I could treat that girl better than a female stud can. She ain't got, start getting on that bullshit. And it's like, yo, not like the girl's with that person for a reason. Like, don't try to get up in between that shit.
Right.
And that's another thing. Yeah, like some girls just flat out like girls. They don't. It's not a bisexual, and I'm saying this even for the more traditional cisgender women, not the ones that are like tomboys or studs. I'm talking about like regular cisgender women who just like girls. And when they say that, like, man, she just said, yo, you ain't had the right nigga do this. You ain't bruh, there's nothing you can do. There is no right nigga for her. She likes girls. Like everybody think that they like, I'm the one that's supposed to break or even with trans women. Like I know a girl in my city who feel like she could just get any dude, anybody. Feel like she could just get them all. And there's times where like I be with her and I be knowing certain dudes and I be having to warn her like, look, don't start that shit. She look at it as, oh, you hating. I'm not hating. I'm trying to protect you.
You looking out for her safety.
I'm trying to protect you because you think that you can go and get this out, but as soon as you shoot your shot and he pull out a gun and shoot his shot, that's the end of your life. Because you think you can have every piece of fucking dick on the block. Or because you say to the world that you've had every piece of dick on the block. You gotta stop being that way. We gotta like get control of ourselves, like for real. Like it get kind of pathetic because we be a lot of time we be responsible for a lot of shit that come our way and we don't be realizing. Because we just being ourselves. We don't realize sometimes being you ain't always good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I grew up. You can still be yourself and make adjustments to your life.
That's facts.
To keep yourself alive, keep yourself breathing. Look, listen, you want to know why I don't run the streets no more? Because I like breathing.
Exactly.
I like to be able to get up and walk to the fucking bathroom and not have to have nobody wheel me back to the bathroom and help me wipe my ass. Because some motherfucking bullet turned me into a vegetable. I'm sorry. No, I'm not with that shit. I value being able to do every fucking thing that I do every day. And this message is for everybody in the world. Put yourself in a position to be alive, to be able to use all of your limbs. Don't put yourself in positions to be harmed, to be paralyzed, to be put to be a fucking vegetable. Have somebody have to wipe your ass every day for you and feed you, and you have to drink your fucking food through a straw. You just never know what the fuck could happen when you go out here, you be in a mix and all of this shit that be happening in the world, man. It's an ugly place we live in. It really, really is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Just because you are at a ball doesn't mean that that other person may not have a weapon that could make that happen to you.
Right.
And so it's like don't try to risk your life over a
Right.
fucking trophy or a cash
And,
prize.
and what you just said, Mike. Remember Orlando?
Yes.
Remember what happened in Orlando? You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, we at a gay function. Ain't nothing gonna happen in here. Now you be fucking surprised at what'll happen at a gay function because you want to know who really gonna do all of the shooting. It probably won't be me. It probably won't be a trans woman. But like I said, the more hyper masculine ass studs will get the air and the whole gay club out. I'm telling you right now, they'll pull out a gun, start trying to acting like, oh, I'm a nigga, bow, 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 bow.
Yo,
before you know it, like
the masculine butch queen too.
Hold on.
You know what? Why watch them too? Watch them too, because they dangerous. The gay boys are dangerous. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about this. I think y'all probably familiar with this story. Diamond Nicole, it's my niece. She's a trans woman. She was murdered, but she was set up by a gay man in our community.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my condolences.
This was last year. This was actually, I want to say, March like the first week of March, y'all. I just saw her on my birthday. Me and Chloe had just saw her when we went to Cincinnati on my birthday. We was at the bar, seen her in the bathroom. We leave. I go to work one day. When we got back home, I go to work one day. Man, I come back home. She came out the hair room and told me that my auntie had called her and told her that, a girl I knew had passed away. And then she showed me a picture. And I'm like, babe, this is my niece Diamond. This is the one we were just in the bathroom with on my birthday. And she was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. So then I got the backstory. And there was a gay boy in our community that wound up setting her up.
I remember that name coming across my timeline too.
Yeah, that was my niece. Yeah, that shit really broke my heart. That was the first of three deaths in 3 months, man. There was her, then there was another trans sister of mine named Honey who had OD'd, and then there was my uncle Tonelli. He was a gay guy, but he was my uncle from the community, and he wound up passing away from cancer. So it was like March, April, May, bang, bang, bang. Literally 3 funerals in 3 months. Kid you not? I kid you not. I can't even make it up, man. I mean, that was probably the darkest place that I had been. And then, me and Babe had wound up, going through some issues and we separated. So I was really, really in a dark place. But I'm gonna tell you, nothing scares me more than these girls, these studs and trans women and gay boys running around with guns like these street niggas do. Because you know what happens at that point, Mike? They're gonna start opening the door for trans on trans crime. Then we're gonna have a whole nother fucking problem that we're gonna have to talk about.
I mean, that's already happened though. There was
you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The door's already open for it. They've already begun these things.
Yeah.
I got trans women in my city shooting cisgender women.
I'm talking about early in the days, like early 2000s. Like there was 2 trans porn stars that ended up in a situation where one of them pulled out a gun, shot the other one.
They shot the, you get what I mean? It's like and now, and I think even now that might have been more of an isolated incident, right? But I think now it's starting to be more prone to happening. Just based on just everything. Like, you got to think about this. Also, women are getting tired of dealing with these trans women are getting tired of getting beat up and shot at by these guys. So they're not even buying guns and getting guns to defend themselves against other trans women. They're buying guns to defend themselves against other guys. Little do they know, in the heat of a situation, anything can happen. People don't really have they don't have as much self-control as they think they do. True. And a person can piss you off, and because you have that gun in your purse, instead, why would you want to square up and fight? You have a gun in your person. You know that you can end this right now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 8 out of 10 times, somebody gonna reach in and grab that gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, so some of the butch queens or some of the studs where it might be like, oh, but that person disrespected me, blah blah. And it's like, yo, like that little bit of disrespect. If you just have respect enough for yourself to kind of like isolate yourself from the situation, save you a sentence of about 25 years to life because you're doing something stupid like pulling out a gun. Before you know it, you the one going to prison.
I feel
Indeed.
Like time you
because
should
how many people actually pull out a gun and don't use it? Ask you that for a second. Normally, if they pull out a gun, they're using it.
Yeah.
Good question. What I was gonna say, damn it, I forgot. Fuck.
I'm sorry, Tria. My bad. That's my fault. I had to ask that because that's a critical question. That was just a critical question. How many people actually don't use the gun?
I mean,
Get it?
Go ahead.
It's right there on the top of your tongue. It's gonna come back to you.
No, you know damn well most of the time when someone pulls out a gun, they use it.
I know, but
In most cases,
damn. I mean, seriously, if people tell me I don't need a goddamn gun,
well, there was one point in time in my life where I told myself that I was too high-headed for a gun. I was a far more confrontational young man at the time. I was constantly in arguments with people. I was constantly having people, assassinate my character, which is something that I really, truly stand against, which would have pushed me to, yeah. But I just feel like I was way too high-headed at that time to own a gun. I owned one though. I just didn't need it. I literally I had to mature myself enough to take my gun and go give a brother of mine and tell him to hold on to it and not to give it back to me. Until I knew for a fact that I was mature enough to handle a situation without feeling like I had to pull it out. If I got mad enough, I'd have pulled it out. And if I was mad enough, I would have pulled the trigger because I'm not going to pull no gun out if I ain't about to use it.
Right. I remember now. I feel like the only time you should pull out a gun, and this is with anybody, regardless if you're trans woman, cis woman, whatever, doesn't matter. Only time you should pull out a gun is if your life is in danger. Like little shit, like somebody talking shit to you, that's not putting your life in danger. That's just simply disrespect. They could talk all the shit they want, but if they're threatening your life physically, then you have every right to defend yourself.
I like how you added that in physically because see a motherfucker sit here and say, "Oh, I'll kill you, I'll kill you, I'll kill you." That's not enough of a reason to pull out a gun and shoot him.
Exactly.
If that person goes to their car, pulls out a gun, you better have yours out by the time they get back. That's all I can say. Or get your ass the fuck up out of there because that's something that I like to try to do. When people get to talking a certain level of crazy, I like to just leave. Like I will leave so that I don't have to defend myself that way.
Right.
I don't want to defend myself in a way that could cost somebody else their life. I will fight you to the end of the world because I can fight. I really can. Like I really can fight. Like I'm really good at it. Like I'm a beast. But I'm an even better shooter. I got a big brother who's in the military, and what you think he do? Teach people how to shoot.
Yeah.
So I know how to shoot. I'm live. I'm military trained to shoot, and then I have military MMA training because he trained me to fight. He took me to the gyms. I can fight really good. I can shoot really good. I can go wherever anybody want to go with it. However, for me personally, I don't want to take nobody's life. I don't want to go to sleep at night and see the face of a person that I killed. Because I hear the stories from people all the time, that ended somebody's life. They don't seem to be able to get that shit out their head. They can't live with themselves after they've done something like that. And the few people that do and that can, they're fucking monsters.
I agree.
Yep.
So
someone I wouldn't be able to live with myself either.
Say hi. Come
Even
say
if
hi
my life was in danger, if I were to kill somebody, I would not be able to live with myself. I would be going nuts, literally.
This my baby. This my little stinky. This my little stinky. Look at her. Her so pretty.
Stop.
That baby so pretty.
You didn't have to make that face.
Can you kiss you?
She don't want to.
Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. She wanna kiss me. Oh, look at y'all. Sorry, now let me quit. I play too much.
I was at this gay pride event years ago. This was back in 2000. I want to say 2009. No, it was 2011. And these two studs got into it about something. I don't know what the fuck it was about. But the next thing I know, one stud goes back to her truck, gets her gun out, and start shooting. Everybody was like, "Oh, we gotta go."
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, at that point, get the fuck out.
Yep. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I ain't I ain't gonna lie. Like that's one thing that I even worry about that when I take her to Cincinnati and we go out places. Like I wonder about that because you know she might step outside and I might be in the bathroom. I might step outside. She might be in the bathroom. And if I'm not there to grab her, shield her away from whatever the fuck is happening, rather it be via outside or via inside the club or bar, that's an ugly situation for me. I'm a
Yep.
protector by nature. It's who I am. I protect people. Obviously, I do security. I'm a protector. I don't want to see no, especially not people that are around me. So I think that the best way to protect Chloe is probably to keep her away from the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know the kind of shit that exists in this world. We know the kind of behaviors that exist. We know how fucked up people are, and we know how simple people are. We know that you can have an issue with one person and you will shoot up the entire fucking location, that person that, and take the risk of injuring people who have absolutely nothing to do with what the fuck you got going on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem for me because if I got an issue with one person inside the club, I'm not gonna shoot up the whole fucking club. I ain't got an issue with everybody in there. I got an issue with one son of a bitch.
True.
One. We live in a crazy place right now, man.
Yeah, we do.
We live in a crazy place.
Yeah, but we coming pretty much to the end of this episode. So I appreciate you coming out here and joining us tonight.
Always.
Bro.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Anytime I get to come on the House of Petty and smile and drop some gems, it's a good day.
Fact.
Big smiles.
Lord Jesus.
I know that, but hopefully we can get another episode going next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's live. Tell everybody.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah, let them all know.
It's been fun. You can find me Instagram. I am Simba, the Lion King. You can find me on Facebook, King Dyron Bennett or Dyron the Goat Bennett. I don't mess with Twitter too much, so don't bother.
You can find me on Trust Is Battery on Twitter, Miss Brooklyn 89 on TikTok, and on Twitter as well. Wait a minute.
Transfinity Official.
Yeah, Transfinity Official on Twitter. Miss Brooklyn 89 on Instagram. I forgot to mention that one first. I messed up. That's about it.
I appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Next week.